This is Rabbi Yossi Madvig from Chabad of Oswego. Every week, for just 2 to 5 minutes, we'll not only learn about the Torah portion, but also see how it's relevant to current world events, as well as our own personal lives. Joseph was Jacob's favorite son, and everyone knew it. Jacob even had a special coat made for Joseph, which really riled the brothers up. And when Jacob blew off the seemingly haughty dreams of Joseph, that was perhaps the last straw. However, Joseph was not to be deterred. Even though his brothers despised him, he still held his head high. After he was thrown into a pit and sold into slavery, he became the head servant and second to the master. And even in prison, he maintained a positive attitude and was appointed to a position of authority. And we see in next week's Torah portion how Joseph is taken from prison and becomes second to Pharaoh himself. Whether or not Jacob should have shown such open favoritism to Joseph is debatable. He was an orphan after all, and was truly righteous. And perhaps his brothers should have reacted differently, though they were seemingly spurned by their father and looked down upon by their brother, as seen by the dreams he had of them bowing down to him. But one thing is not up for discussion. That is Joseph's attitude during all of his trials. Even when he knew his brothers hated him, he went to them in the wilderness at the behest of his father. Regardless of how dangerous it was, he obeyed his father. This, of course, can be construed as obeying his heavenly Father as well. When sold into slavery, he didn't despair. Rather, he made sure to hold his head high and be the best servant around, leading to his high station in the house of Potiphar. And finally, in prison, he never gave up hope. His firm belief in God's watchful eye and divine providence allowed him to stay on top, even in such dire circumstances, leading ultimately to his release and being placed second in command of the most powerful nation on earth. And of course, he did all of this while maintaining a close relationship with God. So too with all of us. We must never let the superficial appearance of our situation lead us to despair. On the contrary, we must stand up for what is right, following God and helping our fellow man as happy warriors. Like it says in Psalm 100, serve God with joy. And we must follow God to the best of our ability. This will not only make us happier, but will bring about even better circumstances. And finally, it will help bring about our own personal redemption, which will lead to the ultimate redemption through the coming of Mashiach. Shavua Tov.